Mass m is attached to a massless string whose other end is fixed at point P as shown in the figure. The mass is undergoing circular motion in the xy plane about the center O and constant angular speed omega. If the angular momentum of the system, calculated about O and P is given as LO and LP, in the vector form, then LO and LP will vary with time, or it will remain constant, or one of them will vary and one of them will remain constant. Now first of all, let me write down the formula of the angular momentum. Angular momentum L vector is given as R vector cross P vector, which can be simplified as m times R vector cross V vector, where V is the velocity, P is the linear momentum, which can be written as mv. I am taking m since it is a scalar. I am taking it on the left hand side. Now over here I can say that the small mass is going along, is attached to the string, and it is undergoing circular motion in the xy plane, with a constant angular speed. So if the angular speed is constant over here, I can say that the magnitude of the velocity will remain same, not the direction, but the magnitude of the velocity will remain same. If I consider for the time being that the particle rotates and arrives over here, so the velocity will be in this direction, and the perpendicular distance about from point O will be in this direction. So if this is the x axis, this is the y axis, the resultant will always be in the z axis. The resultant of, if I take this as the x and the y axis, it doesn't matter however you take the angle over here, the resultant will always be, let this be the r vector, let this be the v vector over here, both of them will be perpendicular. The resultant will always be in the z axis. Regardless of how the vector moves. Even if the vector arrives over here, that is, this is the v vector and this is the r vector, the resultant will always be in the z axis. And over here, if I write down in the scalar form over here, it will be equal to mrv sine theta. Now over here, this is the angular momentum, this is the magnitude of the angular momentum. Mass remains constant, r remains constant, velocity remains constant, because since it is moving with the constant angular velocity, so the magnitude of the linear velocity remains constant, and theta between them is always 90 degrees, so this also remains constant. So I can say that L across, in terms of magnitude it remains constant, and in terms of direction it will always be in the z axis. So over here it will always, since it is always in the z axis, so the angular momentum across the angular momentum about point O will remain constant. So over here D is incorrect, and even B is incorrect. So the correct answer will be either from A or B. So let us check about point P. About point P, if I erase this part over here, and if I draw around point P, so about point P, the velocity vector is again in this direction, in perpendicular to this. The r vector is in this direction, so the angular momentum will be perpendicular to them. The angular momentum across P will be in this direction. When the body is situated, let us say this is the point A. When the body arrives at point B, the perpendicular distance is this, the velocity is over here, so the angular momentum will be in this direction. So you can clearly see the direction of the angular momentum changes, but the magnitude will remain same, because again if I apply this formula, so whatever is the angle between them, so let us say this is the velocity vector, and whatever is the angle between them, it remains constant over here, that is in the xy plane it will remain constant. So the magnitude will remain same, but the direction changes at all the points. So across O it will remain constant, and across P it will vary. So the correct answer over here is option number C.